Why do people cheat? If you're asking yourself that question, odds are you've been heard. Why do people cheat? Hi, I'm Terry Real, the founder of Relational Life Therapy. And as a therapist for decades, I deal with infidelity, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is ubiquitous. As my friend and colleague Esther Perel once wrote, I love quoting Esther, throughout all cultures and throughout all of history, adultery has a ubiquity and consistency marriage can only envy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to make light of it, but people cheat. Why? Because they can. You know, I grew up, like most of you, with the beautiful stories of swans that mate for life. And now that we do DNA studies, it turns out all throughout the animal kingdom, there are quote unquote illegitimate children. The only species we know that's completely monogamous is the freshwater flatworm. And when flatworms mate, they have little hooks that literally go into each other's bodies, and they're physically linked for life. Hard to cheat. I say, if you really want to affair-proof your relationship, try leg irons. It's a human thing. We cheat. And what current research teaches us is the best predictor of cheating is opportunity. That is the main reason why women are joining men in record numbers cheating, not primarily because of all sorts of fancy theories, just because they've joined the workforce and it's more available to them. Look, it's hard to be monogamous, and a lot of people, young people, in particular, are playing around with polyamory as an antidote to either cheating or monogamy. But so it's hard. Look, as a therapist, I say you don't ask somebody why they cheat. You ask somebody why they don't. It's obvious why you cheat. It's gratifying. It's sexually thrilling. It's flattering. Why don't you cheat? Well, I don't cheat. I'm monogamous, not poly. And I don't cheat because I don't want to hurt my wife. I don't want to look my kids in the eye when they say, Daddy, why did you screw around on Mommy? I don't want to mess with my reputation and shoot me. I don't want to mess with my own sense of integrity. Those are the reasons why most of us don't cheat. If you do, you have overridden that no. All cheaters, by definition, have blown past the no, the constraint. So why? Well, it could just be human weakness. Therapists are always shocked to hear that perfectly happy people and perfectly happy couples do cheat at times. If you're the hurt partner, the answer, why did he or she cheat, is often because they're a bad person, which is not particularly helpful. As a therapist, I look at two things. What is the background quality of the relationship? I'm not blaming the relationship, but there are people who are in relationships that, right or wrong, have gotten so distant or so conflictual or so this or that, that they're not, you don't have the oomph to protect it that you need. You're not that dedicated to it. Or is the person narcissistic? Are they entitled? Are they just too selfish to hold on to that no? And I like to figure out which of those two is predominant or both. That's not condoning the cheating, but it is saying there may be a backdrop here. And the odd thing is, for us therapists, if the hurt partner thinks you've cheated because you're a bad person, there isn't much they can do about it. But as a therapist, if you've cheated because you have a narcissistic problem, I can help you with it. There's hope. Isn't that funny? Pathologizing the person actually gives you hope because there's treatment for it, in RLT anyway. So why do you cheat? Because you're human and you're weak. Why do you cheat? Because the relationship stopped being worth fighting for. Why did you cheat? Because you're a selfish son of a gun and you need to learn to be more relational. One of those three. So thank you. And there's more for me to say about how to recover once the wound has been inflicted. I'm sorry if that's happened to you, and there is hope.